Hey, it's Deanne, and today I wanted to talk about the two most common reasons for having gut problems. Super, super important because a lot of people just say they have no idea what's going on. Now, I look at things as a holistic approach, so I really want to look at the root cause. So, these are two things that you could actually start working on by yourself. So, number one is being in the sympathetic state all the time, too much. What do I mean by sympathetic state? That is your stress response. That is that fight or flight response when your body is ready for you to either fight or flee. And that's what happens when you get stressed out. Now, one thing I find is that women a lot of times they don't realize that they're stressed. They give themselves like this very low number if I have them use a rating scale. And it's because they're just so used to living that way. So when you're doing a lot of things at once and you're rushing or you're worrying about things, then your body is physiologically in a stress response. So you may not necessarily feel stressed, but your body is reacting that way. So that's what we want to change because that stress can cause problems with your gut. It causes problems with the microflora. It causes problems in the actual lining of the gut. It changes the speed of your digestion. So it causes many problems. So, one thing is we want to try to relax more, to get our body out of that stress response and into the rest and digest response. Because, as it says, rest and digest, you need to be in that state in order to eat and actually digest your food and absorb your minerals. So if you're all stressed out and you're worried and you're doing lots of things and then you're eating, you're not going to be able to digest that food. So you're not going to be able to absorb your minerals and you're going to get symptoms. You're going to get gas and bloating because your digestion isn't working. You may get pain. So that's one reason that you get all of those symptoms. Your body is telling you, hello, you can't be stressed when you eat. So you can do basic things like breathing before you eat. You can dance around, you can sing, something that is going to actually calm you down. I do recommend that you're not doing anything else when you eat. I recommend sitting down at the table and actually taking a look at your food for a little bit, being grateful for it, and then eating. That can help change that state from the stress response to the rest and digest response. All right. So number one is trying to shift yourself, or the problem is that you're in that stress response too much. So what do you want to do is try to shift yourself into the rest and digest. You can do that by going for a walk, doing breathing exercises, singing and dancing, just stopping what you're doing and being present before you eat. All right. So, what's number two? Nutrition. It's what you eat, again, how you eat. And gosh, it depends on how many problems you've had in the past, but there can be foods that you're actually now sensitive to because you have what we call leaky gut. So, we really have to take a look at your history and take a look at your symptoms and when you're having them. So, sometimes it just can't be done alone. But one thing that you can start doing is trying to eat healthier food, taking out the greasy food, the fast food, the processed food, taking out the processed oil. So using either coconut oil or olive oil and not canola oil or peanut oil or vegetable oil. That's really important to be actually eating 3 times a day and to have time in between your meals. Another thing is just having a variety of food. Now, if you have a lot of issues with gas and bloating and you feel like there's a lot of foods that you can't eat, then I recommend that you reach out for help because there's tests that can be done and then there's things that we can do to actually repair the damage in the intestinal lining so you're then able to eat more foods. Because if you're only eating 4 or 5 foods and it's something very bland, you're not getting a lot of nutrients. And so what's happening over time is that you're starting to get nutritional deficiencies in your body and you're not going to feel well. And then your immune system is going to weaken and other things are going to happen. Okay. So, basic things is just trying to eat healthier, eating lots of veggies, eating protein, eating 3 meals a day that are balanced. All right. All right. Well, if you have any comments or any questions, let me know below and I will definitely answer you. All right. Bye bye.